from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Michael Penix and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now. Because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
So here are the Commanders making their way out. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing right away is Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Robinson with another carry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and short yardage. Penix able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Now Penix. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time, a 9-play drive, and it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They run the draw here with Robinson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Robinson up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Penix working out of the gun here. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 32 yards. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Coup for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A 1st down throw for Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Steps away to his left. Powering his way forward. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. A give left side. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's Penix. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Dorrance Armstrong. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Daniels looking to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. To throw is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's brought in downfield by London. And he'll be out right at the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Escaping the pressure right. This pass is caught by London. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Throwing on 1st down is Penix. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now a 2nd and 10. Penix to the air once more. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Here's Penix on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Stops short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Penix. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Watch the pass.
A final shot before break. Daniels slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Daniels. Ertz over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. To the air goes Daniels, finding Ertz again. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Brown from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And looking to throw, Penix. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Daniels. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Back to throw. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Eckler. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right read, and takes it into the end zone on the QB draw.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Penix going to look to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. A strong running. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Washington offense going back to work. They've clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How have they done it?
First thing is what you just talked about, clawing their way back in. That means they've decided to go ahead and fight this thing out, which is great. The second part is they looked at where the problems were in the first half, figured out how to shore them up, and have now gone to that part of the playbook that is actually working for them. A few adjustments, a few changes, and really good execution.
Now we'll see if that trend can continue. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Nifty move. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the draw, Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Looking to throw. Daniels on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Daniels. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here.